麻辣哈，它是一种口感上的刺激，就是色香味的刺激。烫，口感先入口是烫，让你很刺激。接下来我要有麻和有辣，而且要有层次，要有个度。
This is Eat China, where we uncover the stories of the food we eat. In this season, we're going back to basics, to the building blocks of Chinese flavor. Let's talk about mala. Mala literally means numbing and spicy. It's a unique Chinese flavor. After it got popular in recent years, people started producing a huge variety of mala-flavored items, from hot pot to chips to ice cream and even beer. People love the tingling sensation it leaves on the tongue. But why is mala so addictive? To answer that, we have to go to the birthplace of mala. This is Zhu Yingxiao. He runs a restaurant in Chengdu, the capital of Sichuan.
因为我们要做麻辣，大概就是辣椒和花椒，它需要用这两种食材。
Sichuan is incredibly humid. In traditional Chinese medicine, when the body is damp, you get health problems like headaches and rashes. To get rid of the dampness, locals eat mala food to sweat it out. This practice started around the late 15th century after chili arrived in China.
火锅、串串、干锅系列，在凉白菜系列后头，它会有这个麻辣的体现。但是我个人最喜欢的一种麻辣的方式是水煮。其实说白点就是用水先把菜煮好、煮熟，接下来过后我们再来干调味。然后它会有3种辣椒搭配组成的这么一种，我们这儿喊刀口海椒，比如朝天椒、紫弹头，包括小米辣，包括我们的花椒，和到一起干锅在锅里面去，要炕把它炕来鼓起，让它冷透了以后变脆。然后再通过我们师傅的这个刀工，用碾压，是靠最后的高温的油去浇到我们做好的刀口海椒以及我们的蒜末上面。川菜的最标志性的一种口味叫麻辣。
Mala is thought of as a flavor, but it's actually just a sensation. There are 2 types of chemicals in the spices. The hydroxy-alpha-sansol in Sichuan peppercorn creates the buzzy, numbing feeling.
即係花椒裏邊擁有嘅一種分數咯，咁佢會刺激到呢啲感覺 touch 嘅細胞。
This is chemistry professor Dennis Chan.
然之後咧就阻斷咗佢哋個信號，咁變咗咧你放啲嘢入個口度，其實你感受唔到啊。咁呢個就係麻痹嘅感覺。
It's starting to spread all over my mouth.
The second chemical is capsaicin from chili, which sets off the fire alarms in your mouth.
入到口腔之後咧，就去刺激翻我哋感受熱力嘅一啲受體。於是乎咧，我哋產生個錯覺咧，就以為自己口腔咧係好熱啊，強烈度越嚟越高嘅時候咧，咁燒嘅時候其實會產生痛感，係我哋要逃走啦，咁諸如此類啦。後咧，咁我哋個腦咧裏邊就會分泌一種叫做內啡肽啊，叫 endorphin， 就會產生一啲嘢幫你止痛。咁同時間咧就會令到你覺得好開心、好愉快，好容易令到人咧會上癮嘅感覺啦。咁跟住咧你又走去食芝辣啦，你又會有種愉快嘅感覺。咁於是乎咧，人可能會有呢一種咁樣嘅習慣。
That's how mala quickly built a following in China, even in regions that usually avoid spicy food. People around the world also started getting into mala, some attracted by the novelty of that tinging feeling.
I went to a food conference in Oxford. I took along some really good Sichuan pepper and I was offering it to people to try. And one food scholar, this man, he thought I was trying to poison him. And
This is Fuchsia Dunlop. an award-winning food writer who's also an expert on Chinese food.
Now, people are familiar with what Sichuan pepper is and with the sensation, so it's not so scary anymore. It's certainly also popular in America now. After China's reform and opening up, there was a whole new generation of Chinese people moving abroad. They, particularly young people, have taken with them this fashion for Sichuanese food and for the mala flavor. In Britain, it's not really in the mainstream. However, people who are a bit more adventurous are getting to know it.
The interest in mala really started picking up in the last 10 years.
We're just at the beginning because there are so many possibilities for using mala in all kinds of snacks and all kinds of dishes. I can see that mala could be very nice in sort of sweet biscuits with a bit of saltiness, dishes maybe that use salted caramel. Also perhaps with fruit. Strawberries are very nice with black pepper. It's just so exciting and stimulating, so it really stands out from the crowd.
Mala became something of an overnight sensation, but it left people thinking it was the only flavor in Sichuan.
川菜的麻辣这个味型现在接受度那么高，一个是他觉得他吃了麻辣了，他就吃了川菜了，这个是一种错误的认识。
Sichuan cuisine actually has 24 key flavors. That includes non-spicy options, like food that's smoked, sweet and sour, and savory.
说每个人来归纳一句，川菜的特征是啥子？他们肯定有说麻辣的，有说白菜白味，一菜一格。
Meet Lu Xiaodong, a chef and food critic from Sichuan.
太传统了，我觉得川菜最大的特点是融合，尤其是比如说移民、战争的避难。 它都会带来文化的交流、资本的交流、生活方式的交流，其中就包括美食。
二刀，哎，好，我看二刀坐等。
Zhu spent years perfecting flavors outside of mala. One of his restaurant's signature dishes is melon bird's nest soup, which packs an umami punch.
我这么说哈，就是清汤挂叶，我们用到土鸡、土鸭、猪肚、火腿，通过熬制去变浓。那我们就还有一种技法，让它变轻。冬瓜丝要做出燕窝的感觉，燕窝的口感，燕窝的味道。
感觉
咬到冬瓜上，它是很脆的感觉，加上这个火腿的鲜味，这个汤就一个字鲜。
我们在川菜的目前的这种高速发展这种过程中，物极必反。 麻辣会随着它不断的爆发以后，大家会认认真真去找川菜到底是啥子这种小店嘛啊！我觉得我们身上有一份责任啊，我们要把这个真正的川菜去把它传承下去，让来同福社的朋友们去感受到还有不一样的川菜啊！所以倾注了就是很多的心血，就像带自己的娃娃一样的在带他。
Up next, we'll talk about the wok, the one pan to rule them all. Stay tuned.
如果说要选一道菜作为你心里面的川菜的首选，你会选哪一个？
川菜啊。
太多了，你一直在脑袋里面想是吗？你吃的最多的是哪一个？
西红柿炒鸡蛋。
西红柿炒鸡蛋不算川菜。